What's up, y'all? So I just wanted to make a post because I've been thinking, and I do a lot of like research on the beauty industry and business education and all of that stuff. I ain't no expert, but I'm the entrepreneur. I was thrown into this. So a lot of people like myself get a business. They excited about their business. They hurry up and get a name. They hurry up and design it. They hurry up and get a location. They get a bunch of stuff and they start decorating, and then they say on paper that most businesses fail within 5 years. And so that has led me to feel like, me personally, I will probably never own a location for my business. Now, like I said, this don't apply to everybody, but I personally do not believe anymore that brick and mortar is the future. Having a storefront is the future. That's just not my opinion. So many people have told me throughout my life, Amanda, you should get a salon. You should have 5 people working up under you. You should do this. You should do that, and all these grand plans of what they think I should do. I feel like I don't care about optics. I don't care about stunting in the town like, oh, this is my store and they got my name on it and building with my name on it. I don't care about that. Me working as a boss in a hair salon, it's not the future for me. My plan is to work less hard and work smarter, not harder. That's what I'm trying to say. Me trying to do like retail and stuff like that and clothes and all of that, I would probably have my items in a store that's already established, but I would never have a physical brick and mortar. I had a experience where I was doing hair on my house for almost 2 years. I want to say I did business at my house, every endeavor extensions, and I personally found it difficult because I couldn't differentiate business with home. So it was hard for me to turn my business brain off because home was business, even though I had a separate room and all of that stuff. But I feel like that also comes with growth as a person, because now I can do stuff out of my house all the time and I can differentiate because my mind is just, a little more mature, I guess. But so let me tell y'all why. Now, if this don't apply to you, it don't. Here's what it is. Let me tell me what y'all think, though. I do want y'all to tell me what y'all think in the comments, because this is a subject that mad people don't want to talk about. Reason number one that I would never, as a hairdresser or a retailer for products or clothes or whatever it might be, have a storefront is because clearly this global pandemic is showing us that our locations are in the government hands. We cannot choose whether we are open or closed. The government is choosing that. And a lot of people are fighting it. But at the same time, it's like you got to go to court and you got to do a bunch of stuff when at the end of the day, it's not in our hands no more because of the pandemic. While online sales is surging. So me personally thinking about the pandemic, that's where that comes in my mind. But also my second reason is even before Rona, pre-Rona, I noticed that places like Sears, JCPenney's, and different places, they started closing physical locations and focusing more on online sales as opposed to physical stores, because a lot more people are shopping from home. And also you got places like Amazon and Walmart who have this huge spot online that you could just get your stuff in 2 days. So it's like online has taken over. The prices are so cheap because they got such a huge warehouse. They shutting down different places and they got an online presence at that. So it's like I realized, okay, if all these businesses, big businesses, is closing down their physical locations, why I'm gonna put the energy into opening a physical location? Don't want to. So also my third reason, and if none of this what I said makes sense or you don't agree or whatever, and I don't care, I'm just talking about my opinion, maybe this third reason will make more sense. I feel like personally a brick and mortar business building is limiting. So you're limited to whoever walks by, you're limited to the customers in your city, the customers in the neighborhood. And it also is limiting you to when you're physically there working. So it's like, do I want a global client base, customer base? Do I want a national one? Do I just want a Buffalo one? You know what I'm saying? And we all know the support in Buffalo is here and there, you know what I'm saying? And people have always told me like, yo, the people closest to you is not going to even support you. And I feel like that's sad, but that's another conversation. But so that's, to me, that puts limits on me. If I'm just doing hair or selling hair products or clothes in one building, that limits me to thousands and millions of customers. So also, like I said about the time, if you at a store and you open 9 to 5, that limits you. You can only make money from 9 to 5. And then it's like, okay, you're gonna be open 24 hours. No, most people are not open 24 hours. So it's like you gotta be there to make money. But if you got like an online store, whenever people want to order, they could order. People like me, I'll be up at 3 a.m. trying to order stuff online, and I'll be like, people want a quick shop in their house. So it's like you limited yourself to the hours that you're there, and obviously you can hire staff and all of that. But then that goes to my fourth reason is the money. I mean, it takes money to run a website. It takes money to design a website. But most of the time, once a good website is done, it's done. Sometimes you can pay if it's really, really, really good. You got to pay constantly. But it's nothing compared to the overhead of a building or the overhead of the heat and gas. The heat and the electric, because sometimes they're not included in the money that you pay in the building. So then you got to think about staff. You got to hire staff. And I understand that even if you're a self-employed person and you got your own business and it's not on the store, it's online, you have to have staff. But it's a different type of staff that helps you hands-on as opposed to a staff that has to just sit there making $12 an hour waiting for somebody to come into your store. It's a different type of staff. Most of the time, that person going to get antsy. They're not going to want to stay there very long. You're going to have to keep hiring and firing different people and trusting different people if you don't want to be the one physically there. Most people right now are trying to be entrepreneurs. Most people are trying to do hands-on. They're trying to put their talent out there, do something that they love. It is some people that you can hire to sit there, but it's like, do you want to? So that's my feelings toward this subject. I never wanted to own a hair salon or own a business or nothing like that. But since I just love doing hair and it's my passion, and I know how to do 1,000 different things, like I just found myself in this entrepreneurship world. So that's just my personal opinion. I feel like it's the future. If the goal is to work smarter, not harder, make money while you sleep, and the goal is to work less but make more, then to me it's like, why I'm gonna have a storefront? Now that's not to say that you can have stuff on hand, because I'm also the type of person that wants what I want when I want it. So if I want to go buy something like an outfit for that night, sometimes like, oh, I want to go right now and go pick out an outfit. So it's like, that's not to say you don't have nothing on hand in your city, or that's not to say you don't have a storefront and a website, because that's probably one of the smarter things to do. But if you got real big, you know what I'm saying, inventory or whatever. But usually for small businesses, it's more feasible for small businesses like me to be online strictly. Now, if this don't apply to you, it don't, then take it personal. I ain't throwing no shade. I wish everybody success, but that's just my personal opinion. This is just my advice really to myself and for somebody like me who's probably thinking, should I have a business? Should I not have a business? Should I do strictly online? I wish everybody success no matter what they're doing, no matter if they got a storefront or they got in their basement, in the trunk of their car, in their 1-bedroom apartment. So it's like, whatever you're doing, I wish everybody success. But at the end of the day, that's just my personal opinion. This pandemic has really beat my behind when it comes to finding ways to be productive in the beauty industry while still staying protected from this stupid virus. So that's just my personal opinion. I wish everybody success as well as myself in 2021 and years to come. So Miss Harrison.